Okay, good afternoon, class. Okay, the lesson today is going to be talking about apartheid. So, firstly, is there anyone of you do you know what is apartheid? Firstly, apartheid kali ini. Okay. Now, I will be explaining, I will unpack how apartheid is all about, starting from the process of segregation. Okay. Okay, the book says that apartheid started at 1910. It started as a group area. It started as segregation. Sorry. The whites arrived here at 1652. But as time goes by, they implemented the policies that these policies were set to restrict the indigenous people from the white superior. So the segregation policies were one of the policies they firstly introduced to create a separation among blacks and whites. And one of those policies that was created at that particular time, it was a Land Act. One of the policies were created was Land Act, created in 1913. So as time went by, these policies went on and on up until 1950. During the period of 1950s, there was the formation of apartheid government was formed. Apartheid government was formed in the 1950s, and that government was the one that created a policy called the Group Areas Act. Group Areas Act was one of the policies that were too harsh and very horrible, and mostly was violent in the way how it operated. So this policy, its role was mainly to discriminate the indigenous people, especially the blacks, the people of color, and the Indians. Then, however, there were also some of the individuals that there is a crucial role trying to resist or to resist against the policies that were set by the apartheid government. This group consists of civilized individuals, and it started out in the 1950s. There were people like Nelson Mandela. Those were called black activists. Ngabantu abamnyama babe exposed, ababefune overseas abanye babo. Then indima bayidlalayo ukubana bafight against the urhulumente wekakalo. And one of the most person that was popular at that time, it was Nelson Mandela. So the role played by these civilized individuals was to overthrow the apartheid government. However, they implemented a strategy. And this strategy never went out to fulfill their mandate. Esa strategy basipena uKhotha Mandela asizange siphumezeke, because there were also a party that was formed at that particular time, such as Upoto. Upoto was formed by the PAC government. So the role that Upoto played, they didn't play much role, but the only thing that they do was so violent. They were violent. As a result, most of its members were jailed, and therefore, the role played by these civilized individuals such as Mandela, they were also caught in a farm. This farm was known as Leaders Farm. They were held accountable for their meeting they were held, and they were in prison. They were sentenced to Robben Island. And then as time went by, during the 1970s, there was a role played by 2016. What role in 2016? Unionists in the Soweto uprising. You are right, thank you very much. Yes, that was one of the reasons that the 1976 students revolted against the apartheid government. It's because Afrikaans was said to be taught in school